Welcome to Thoughts Roundup. I'm going to go back today on a story that's a good bit from the past. I don't know where or when I acquired this story, and it was supposed to have been a true story, and I hope it is. But I'm not above just telling a story for a story, but I have always thought that this was the real case. An old man passed away, and when it got time to look at the will, he had willed his house to the devil. Well, of course, the family went to a lawyer and this and that. It finally wound up in court, and they had the little proceedings concerning it, and the story was on everyone's lips. The old man had willed his home to the devil. And the judge, one of the lawyers argued it would impossible. It's just impossible for that to be carried out. And the judge surprised them all when he said, the will stands. He has willed it to the devil, and it belongs to the devil, and to the devil it will remain. It will go. They asked the judge, how's he going to take possession? He said, just wait. It'll happen. Just wait. It'll happen. And the judge ordered that locks be put on the gates, all the gates, and all the doors. No one, signs up, no one would ever be allowed by law on this property. So after a very few years, they realized that trees had grown up in the fence and was tearing down the fence. They realized that vines had gone in the windows, and the windows were broken out. Then they saw the roof was sagging, and then after a while it all began to cave in, and there was grown trees in the yard that was higher than the house, and it was almost impossible to see the house anymore. And what you could see was it was all in shambles. And people began to realize what the judge was saying. If you just leave it alone, don't touch it, no upkeep, nothing, it will just go back to nothing. Well, folks, isn't that the way it is with our marriage? If we don't take care of it, if we don't continue to try to upkeep and improve it, what happens to it? Neglect is a terrible thing. Neglect is a horrible thing. What about our church? What about if we just neglect the church? We don't do anything to keep it repaired. We just leave it like it is to the elements? And what about the spiritual aspect of the church? We can just leave it, our prayer life, our worship. If we just leave it off and don't do it, we get cold, indifferent. And first thing, we get disgruntled. We realize we're disgruntled. And we don't have a desire for the things of God anymore. And finally, just leave it like it is, and it goes back to the devil. What about even friendships? Friendships that are left unattended. What about that? It doesn't take very long till a wonderful, warm friendship will just deteriorate. How's old so-and-so? Well, I don't know. I hadn't seen him in a long time. Well, I thought y'all were close friends. Well, we were. Nothing happened. Did you have a fuss? No, we didn't have a fuss. I don't really know what happened. I guess we just neglected it, our friendship. That's the way it is. That's the way it is. Whatever's just left alone, most of the time just goes to the devil. God bless you.